I thought I'd share my design of my swivel seat base for my Fiat Ducato with you. The reason I'm doing this is I don't particularly like the plastic ones that come with my van, and also if you don't have them, they cost £250 each to buy and they're made of crappy plastic. As you can see, I've covered mine with a black vinyl fabric. You can cover yours with anything you want, any kind of finish. However, I would recommend that you make it wipe clean, especially if you've got a smelly dog or smelly kids. For as long as I've had a workshop, I've always been amazed by the amount of crap that can pile up on my workbench throughout the day. Every morning, I find the first job I have to do when I get into the workshop is clear the damn workbench. But stick around for the later videos where hopefully I've made a solution for this. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'll be using lightweight poplar plywood here to make these seat bases. I'm going to add a link in the description for you. Even if the product's not local to you, you can still use the description to get you the specifications, and then you can find something similar locally. Now obviously you can make it with any stock you have, but I like using the poplar plywood because it's lightweight, and because it's plywood, it's fairly strong. Now, when you start on YouTube, you get that sinking feeling that you realize that you actually have to look at yourself and that you have reached middle age, and not only that, you've accumulated one hell of a beer belly along the way. Now, I like to swap things, so if you go to the description, you'll find a link there where you can download these plans. You can print them out at home and copy them onto some scrap cardboard where you can give them a go. If you do download them and give it a go, please share your design on our Instagram page. The link is below. Once you've downloaded your plans and copied them onto some cardboard, it's really easy to then trace them round onto your plywood, and then you're ready for cutting things out. I've been playing with my wood for some time now, and I feel it's really important to share knowledge if you have any. So I've put a link in the description of the blades that I use for cutting plywood, because choosing the right blade is really important. It can make a whole load of difference between whether your cut comes out nice and sharp or whether it's all flaky and awful. And let's face it, if you keep getting stuff wrong, it's just going to ruin your experience of making things. Here I'm using the Bosch BR101. Now you can get a B101 or a B101. Both of these are really good. These blades can be chosen for upcutting and downcutting, but in this case, either one will work because all we need is something that's really nice and sharp. At this stage we got the Poplar plywood cut out, and I'm just going to sand off any flaky edges with some 80 grit sandpaper. Now it doesn't have to be beautifully swish and expertly cleaned edges because we're going to cover it with the vinyl. And as long as you've removed any spiky bits that are sticking out that are going to damage your material finish, that's good enough. Now that you've got all your pieces laid out and sanded, we're going to need some little corner reinforcers. I use 12mm ply that I've cut into 12mm by 12mm sections just to reinforce the corners, but you can use anything that's hanging around, and remember it needs to be a fairly low profile to snugly fit into that seat base. At this point, if you're not sure, tape your box together and check it in position in your van to check the thickness of the reinforcement pieces. I've made hundreds of these, so I know that a 12mm by 12mm piece of wood is absolutely spot on. If you've got any questions about what tools I'm using or how I'm using them, just leave a comment below and I'll do my best to give you an answer. Now just before we pin this together, I'm going to do a final check to make sure that everything fits. You can quickly tape everything together if you want and go ahead and glue it. We're remembering your little reinforcement pieces. I'm lucky enough to have built up a workshop full of tools and I'm able to pin these corners. However, if you don't have a workshop full of tools, the best thing about this design is you can just glue those little corner reinforcements in place. Leave them clamped overnight, then when you come back the next day, it's going to be perfectly strong enough to allow you to carry on making the seat. Once you've got all your joints glued and tacked or nailed, put your seat base aside and let the glue dry because we're going to be stretching fabric over it in the next step. For the roof of our camper van, to help prevent some of the noises that you get in a camper van, we use 2mm headlining fabric. Now it's really good inside your camper van, it's just another layer of dampening that we use, and we're just going to use up some of those offcuts here. As I said earlier, we're using 2mm thick headlining fabric just to make the design of the seat base a little more interesting. It's going to lift the surface of the seat base so it doesn't just look like a flat vinyl box. The best thing about this part of the design is that it's really easy to do. If you've put the box together, the rest of this is just really, really easy. So we're fairly deep into the video by now, and if you like what we're up to, if you like our style, please like and subscribe. If you have downloaded the plans, I'd really appreciate if you could put a thumbs up, and if you really don't like what we do, tell us why. Life's about sharing and improving, so please share your thoughts. I'm just attaching the 2mm headlining fabric to the box that we built using some high temperature contact adhesive. I'll leave a link in the description for you, and it is really important to use high temperature spray because inside the van it can get really hot during the summer. I'm cutting it flush at the front because there's not much space to allow an extra 2mm overlap, but make sure you spray the box section and the foam, then leave it a few minutes before you apply the two parts together. Once you've got all your 2mm foam on your seat base, make sure to press it down firmly because we're about to cover it with fabric. Now I will be using the black vinyl here because it's nice and easy to wipe clean. We have tried to match it with the grey of the camper vans, but it's really difficult to get that perfect matching grey, so we normally just go with black as it's a contrasting colour. You can of course spray the inside of the cabinet if you want to. This one, the customer wanted us to spray the inside, but it's not necessary. And remember, if you are using screws to fix your panels together, make sure that there's no hard objects poking out inside as you're going to blindly reach inside, and those sharp spiky things are not fun for fingers. Right, lay out your fabric and make sure that you cut a generous amount here because we're going to be stretching it slightly. Worst thing to do would be run out once you've got one side glued. So when you're spraying the contact adhesive, make sure you have a nice even coat on both surfaces. You need to do the seat base and you need to do the vinyl. Don't worry too much about rubbing it into the contours just yet. The main thing we need to do is stretch it onto the face of the seat base. Then we curve it around the corners, making sure that it's tight and even. Now obviously we don't want to get the spray glue on everything, so make sure you protect the final vinyl face. Vinyl. And then once you've stretched it round, you can start rubbing the contours and you're going to see that that design you've made really starts to pop out. After that, you can make a few little cuts and start wrapping it round to the inside of your seat base. Make sure you spray the insides and the vinyl on the outside, and then do a few little cuts and overlap it. As I said earlier, the plans for this seat base are available in the description. They're downloadable at the point when I first uploaded this video, and they're for free. I'm hopefully going to keep them free, but that depends on how many times I see them appearing on the internet. Please use them for yourself. If you're going to share them, please share this video where people can download them themselves. It does take us a while to make these videos, and we'd love it if you can help us keep things free. As you can see, we're only just getting started on YouTube, and we'd really appreciate if you like what we're doing. Maybe subscribe for the next videos. It's not always going to be about camper vans. It could be about all kinds of stuff, as we make loads and loads of different things in this workshop. One last thing before we go, make sure your finishes are all nice and tight, rubbed in on those contours, and make sure that everything is pressed firmly down. Then if you give your seat base a couple of days to dry before you sleep in the van, and you can see that these seat bases are pretty cool. Let us know what you think. I'd love to see if you've altered the design slightly. Share your photo on Instagram, or if you've just made one that's exactly the same. We don't mind, just share. We want to see how everyone's getting on. It is great to get feedback, so if you think this video is a pile of crap, please tell us, or press the dislike button twice. We hope you have a great time in your camper van. Stay safe, and don't forget, if you do have drugs, hide them under your mother-in-law's seat.